Hey everyone, welcome back. Hey, listen, I want to make an update from my trades and my trading. I am out of all my trades. If you see right here, all these red arrows were me selling, selling, selling in chunks, getting out of my positions. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. We did get finally what's called a dead cat bounce yesterday with Bitcoin and with the markets after selling off like crazy the entire week. The entire week was nuts. The stock, now we know this can't happen every single day. It's going to come to an end eventually. But it was like clockwork. 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., going into the market open on Wall Street Eastern Time. We were basically getting a sell-off. We would dump 2,000, 3,000 points. End of the day, would rally back up, dump 2,000, 3,000 points the very next day. End of the day, going into basically the overnight hours and going into the Asian markets opening. It was a repeated pattern. So if you remember, the last video I shared, I had a cost basis of about 86,500 from the last video, and I will attach it here too if you want to see it or include it at the end. But I basically dig it out of my trade. So if you go down here to my position history, you can see right here, where am I? Let's go to the most recent one. So I got in on 3.7, got out 3.14. So I was in it for a week. So if you look right here, the 83,766, I was able to cut down, reduce my cost basis by about 3,000 points. And because I kept buying in and other dips and other dips here, buying green here and some green all the way down here and some green down here. So I was able to buy back in and buy these dips to lower my cost basis 3,000 points. And then when Friday came and the big rally came, I didn't feel the rally sustain. Now, if it keeps going up, great. I think the markets want to push this down back into the 70s again. So I just wanted to get out. So basically, 83.7, I average getting out 84,315, which is pretty much where we are right now. So you can see here, I made $155. So I made 155 there. I made 208 here, 38. So, my streak is still intact. $900 there on that one, $4, $5. The streak is still intact. I lost 10 cents. We already went through this before. But my streak is intact here of wins because I'm taking opportunities of lowering my cost basis. And when I saw it, look at all these red arrows. These are me selling. Each arrow is a sell. So it's chunk, 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 chunk. Wasn't sure if it was going to keep going up. I wanted to give it a chance to keep rallying, but we hit a brick wall, okay? An absolute brick wall. If you look right here, okay? Right here, look at my line, okay? So across the board, you can see this is support. Right here, this line here would bounce off support, but now resistance. There's a huge resistance now that was support at this 85,000 level. So I said, let me get out. Let me just make my profit. Let me not lose any money. And then wait to see what's going to happen. All these green arrows are buys and all these red arrows are sells. These are my trades that I've been doing throughout the market. Okay, so you can see all the different ones here. I mean, getting in, getting out. I do things in small pieces. I go in and I dollar cost average myself in, looking to try to hit a price target. And when I see a dip, I always leave myself room to get more. So I guess it shows you before. I might not always hit the bottom, but this is what we see. So if we zoom out here on the daily, the chart still looks bad, unfortunately. These are lots of trades here recently. I was crushing a ton of volume right here, as you can see. And if it rallies up, I'll wait. I always wait to try to catch the dip of a downward sell to then ride it back up. We talked about that before, talked about my pattern, my strategy before, but bottom line is it's worked. I have another win, another $155. It's not a lot of money, but guess what? It's wins. I'm stacking wins, and the biggest thing is I'm stacking sats. Again, I am not basically trading for fiat money. I'm trading with my Bitcoin to earn more Bitcoin. Okay, so let me just show you here. Look, right now I got 0.13 Bitcoin. It is a trading account. Okay, that's what you can see. You can see right up here. Okay, 0.13 is what this trading account has. However, I'm earning sats. So if I roll this up here, I'm earning sats. I'm getting paid in Bitcoin. 0.01. That's a huge win. Okay. There's another big one here, somewhere down here, somewhere. 560, sats. So everything I earn is in sats. So I've been growing this holding over time with all of my winning trades. So I'm trading only in Bitcoin and I'm only winning and getting paid in Bitcoin. So I'm growing this position in my trading app. This is my actual position. This isn't how much I have to leverage. This is my actual amount in this trading account that's mine that I continue to grow. And then I'll remove oh 03, oh 04, oh 05, about 0.05 or so, usually when I want to move that chunk out to my long-term cold wallet. And I'll go back to about 10. And I always try to trade with at least about 10, about 1/10 of a Bitcoin and try to get up to 0.15, 0.16, 17. And then usually I'll move about 5, 0.05 all to my cold storage. And that's just a pattern I've been trying to do, just trying to build my Bitcoin stack. So not only am I DCAing in and buying in bi-weekly and just buying it on spot, but I'm trying to grow through my trading activities. So right now, I am looking for myself, so we can kind of wrap this up for today. I'm looking probably to try to get in down here. All right. I'm going to wait to see what happens tomorrow, Sunday. I'm going to wait to see what happens with the stock market. Are we going back down again? Do we get a ceasefire? Do we get more tariff crazy news? But if I can get in down here, this is the goal. The goal is to get in about 80 into the 70s. I think we may still go all the way down from hearing other people. We might go all the way back down here to a 75, 73, upper 70. So I'll look to start accumulating here in this range, and I will buy all the way down to get a cost basis, hopefully somewhere in the 70s in the middle, to ride it back up for the next big move. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm aiming towards. I hope you found value in this. When I get to my next trade, I'll be following up more info. But hey, again, we're about making money. Okay, at the end of the day, yes, it's a crazy strategy, but I lowered 3,000 points and I made a profit. You never lose money making a profit, no matter how little, how big, how small. You do not lose money making and taking profits. So I hope you're having a great weekend. I wish you all the best. And as always, here is to your success.